Hey everyone, it's Lauren, and today I am showing you my July book haul, and then I'm going to be doing my August TBR. So in July I got a lot of books. I got several audiobooks, but then I got a lot of physical books. So I bought 2 audiobooks in the month of July. I bought 10,000 Skies Above You by Claudia Gray, and this book is the second book in the Firebird series, which I'm super excited about. It follows a story of Marguerite Kane, whose parents are physicists and invent a device that allows people to travel to different dimensions in the multiverse. You can read the review of the first book, A Million Pieces of You, on my blog, and I'll leave a link in the description. And then I did a full video review of the second book, 10,000 Skies Above You, also on my vlog, and I'll put a link to that down below as well. The other audiobook I got was called War Brides by Helen Bryan. Now, this book follows the story of about 4 women who all get married during World War II, and I thought it was a really interesting listen. It was an audiobook that I got to fill time as I was driving from Virginia back to Ohio a couple weeks ago with my road trip. And now on to the physical books. So the first book is not what most people would consider to be a book, but I'm super excited about it. It's the Chronicles of Narnia coloring book. I've loved Narnia ever since I was a kid. I love coloring, and I keep on getting more and more of the coloring books themed about books and movies, so I'm super excited about this. The most entertaining thing is I got it at Half Price Books, and it has this sticker on it that says, "New bestseller, 20% off publisher's price. Enjoy and then sell to HPB." So I don't know who wants a pre-colored coloring book, but apparently I can enjoy this, color it, and then sell it back to half price. The next book I picked up in July is The Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler by E.L. Konigsberg. And this is a book that I read a lot as a kid. It follows the story of 2 kids who decide to run away from home and then live in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And they have some crazy adventures, and it's just a really fun read. And when I found it at half price in the clearance section, I knew that I had to have it for my personal library. The next book I got is The Empire Striketh Back, which is a retelling of The Empire Strikes Back, but in Shakespeare verse, and it's Star Wars Part the 5th. Now, I had seen the Star Wars Part the 4th at a bookstore that I went to a couple weeks ago, and I considered buying it, but I didn't. And then one of my friends recently was getting rid of some books, and she had this one, so I thought I'd give it a try, see what it's about, and see if I'd like it. The next 3 books are all Tolkien books, which I absolutely love J.R.R. Tolkien and the series that he created. I love The Lord of the Rings. These are some of his other works that are associated but not with The Lord of the Rings, and the same friend who gave me The Empire Striketh Back was also getting rid of these, so I now have a copy of The Unfinished Tales, Tales of Numenor and of Middle-earth by Tolkien, which I haven't read, so I'm super excited to start that. And I also now have a copy of The Children of Húrin, also by J.R.R. Tolkien. And the third book to bring my Tolkien collection to completion is The Silmarillion. Now, I actually own a different copy of this, but it's not here with me in Ohio. It's still at my parents' house in Virginia. And I started reading this book once, but I was about 9, so I couldn't quite make it through. So I'm excited now to try reading this book again and learn more about the history of Middle-earth. Now that we finished the Tolkien collection, the next book that I picked up in July is Codename Verity. Codename Verity is by Elizabeth Wein, and it's about a girl, codenamed Verity, oddly enough, who was captured in France by the Gestapo, and it's a really intriguing read. I've actually read this book already. I got it closer to the middle of July, and I couldn't wait to read it, so I breezed right through it. I will most likely be doing a review of this either on my blog or here on my channel. And from that same bookstore trip that I got Codename Verity, I got The Nightingale by Christine Hanna. I don't know much about this book. I am apparently really into World War II books at the moment, because this book is also set during World War II, and I'm excited to give The Nightingale a try. The next book I picked up, also on that same Barnes & Noble trip, is The Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman. This is a book I heard about on Jesse the Reader's channel. I saw him talking about the sequel, and once I figured out that this was a fantasy series about Alexander the Great, I was so there. I loved Greek mythology and Greek history all throughout high school, and I just ate up as much of it as I could. So I'm really excited to keep reading this book. I'm about this far so far, and it's definitely an intriguing read, and I'm really enjoying it. And the last book that I got in my uppercase box for this month. It's This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I have never read any books by her before, so I'm excited to start with this one. I've been told that I'm really missing out by not reading her books, so I'm excited to start this one. So now that you've seen what I've been up to in my book buying life in July, let's talk about what I am planning to read this August. Now, August is looking kind of like a crazy hectic month for me because I work at a university and school starts up soon, so we're working on gearing everything up for the start of the semester, and I freelance for a local newspaper, and it's fair week at the moment, and the rest of the month just looks kind of crazy. So I'm working on being judicious with my book choices for this month, and I was only going to do a couple, but then it kept growing, so I have 5 books on my list. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through all of these. I'm hoping so, but we'll see. Some of them are books that I got this just past month, and one of them I haven't gotten quite yet, but I'm quite excited for it. So let's start with that one. I finally ordered Harry Potter and the Cursed Child yesterday, and it's supposed to come on Wednesday, and I'm super excited to read this book. I've heard really great things about it so far, and I've heard that it gives you all the feels, so I can't wait to feel the feels myself. And I mean, come on, an 8th Harry Potter book. Let's be serious. So excited. And next, I am planning on reading This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab this month. I'm excited to dive into this. And you already know that I'm reading Legacy of Kings, and I'm planning to finish this book up this month. The last 2 books on my August TBR are The Search for Wendla and The Hero for Wendla, both by Toni Dieterlisi. I'm super excited to start these books. If I end up dropping any books off of my TBR because of insane busyness, it'll probably be these 2, but I'm optimistic that I can get through all of these. So my questions for y'all are, have you read any of these books that I got during July? If so, which one should I put at the top of my TBR pile? If you have any book suggestions or comments, please put them in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.